The College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks episode for Thursday, January 9th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up, and when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN. You get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000.
Hey, what's up, you degenerate gamblers? This is Bill Burr, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, baby.
Yes. Welcome to the College Basketball Experience Preview and Picks episode for Thursday, January 9th. YouTube.com/the College Experience. We always, we finally got over that 15K. Huh? Nothing like, just like everything else in my life, late. Late and $1 short, you know what I mean? Folks, button, tell a friend if you're wondering who the hell you're listening to. My name is Colby Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
And you're nothing but a chameleon, lemon-headed, coward, terrorist pussy. And I'm after you, buddy. You're going to pay for it. Good night.
Yes. Shout out to the chat. You're the gasoline that makes this engine go, or some shit like that. Didn't John Hancock say something like that? It's Herbie Hancock, right? Yeah, look, not the greatest of nights, but still a winning night. I saw some slander in the chat. Do not tell lies. This is a winning night, regardless of these final two outcomes. If both lose, I still would be 14-13, currently 14-11. So shut the fuck up. I am joined by my co-host. He's the host of the Big 12 Experience. Subscribe, tell a friend. Also the host of the Ryan and Rush Show. Check that out as well. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame Coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. Give it up for Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. How are you, brother?
Doing good, man. Yeah, I had a good night. I don't know what everybody's talking about. I'm 22-15. I got Cal minus the 3.5. And cheers, everybody, to 15K. Why stop there? Well, we can go 20K. Let's get 20K by the Final Four. Subscribe, you jackfucks. Let's go.
Mac tonight.
There we go.
Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Look at that graphic. Noah Bieniek over there fucking writing a goddamn newspaper. All right. Look at that thing. It looks good. All right. It looks fantastic. You're job well done, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Good job, Bieniek.
Yeah, look, I like this work behind the scenes. You're a true artiste. You should fucking, pursue this passion of yours. Perhaps you could be the next Picasso. Look at that. Looks good. I like my personal favorite thing is the comic book font thing, like the explosion bomb in the background. I think it looks good.
There was one request that Colby had for the graphic.
Yeah,
comic animation.
Yeah, I was hoping that someone would get hit in the face, but no, not. Shout out to Frank Corbel giving us $100 just like that. Appreciate you, Frank. That is very kind of you, and we're grateful. And yeah, I mean, like I said, you guys are the reason why this thing works. You know what I mean? Like, if not, it'd just be. Wait, it was once me talking to myself. for a couple of years. It was just me saying, well, McNeese -4 is the play. Joe Dumars went to McNeese. And then, they got a street named after him. And then, we decided that's just not going to work. We got to add other people. I like to think, though, I laid the foundation. Got a few downloads.
You and
I
Patty.
think that too. You did a half good job. How about
There
that?
we go. There we go. All right. For a dumbass, I think I did all right. Let's
The
start.
best thing that you did was just start. That's the best.
That is
advice for
true.
anybody.
Like riding a bike. You got to start with the training wheels and then
Oh yeah.
go to the universe.
Oh yeah. Let's go. It started good for us today too with fucking Holy Cross getting it done against Navy. Double lock. 70-59 getting it done. Love my Holy Cross Crusaders. Did you watch this game?
Of course, it was standalone. It's almost like if you put the games on in isolated windows, we'll get more eyes on it. So shout out to Army and Navy for playing in these windows. No undefeateds left, no defeateds left. Only 3 games into the Patriot League. This league's the best.
Oh yeah. And then depending on where you got this Army number.
I got 2.
Yeah, me too. But so it pushed. But Army took down Loyola. If you got 2.5, you ate shit. And I think it maybe even closed at 3. I didn't actually watch this much of this game. I watched some of the Holy Cross game. I had a bunch of shit going on at the same time though. But did you get eyes on this one?
I did, man. Army was the right side the whole game. They were up double digits the entire game, and then missed free throws, turnovers, and then Loyola made a big time 3 to push it or miss the cover if you had Army 2.5.
Yeah. We didn't bet this game, but you picked it correctly and I did not. App State 74, Coastal 51. Nice play there. Didn't watch a second of that, but I did catch some of this. Seton Hall 85, DePaul 80 in overtime. Didn't bet this game. Did you bet this?
I got a DM. I shout out to, I forget who sent me a DM. They go, nice Seton Hall play. This team fucking sucks when they're down 20 at half. And I just hit him back about 10 minutes ago. Never doubt, baby. Had them all the way. Dude, Seton Hall is like the Big East version of Fresno. No structure. It's just press, throw it at the rim, offensive rebound, volleyball.
At least they play good defense though. Fresno's just like all over the fucking place. But yeah, I can live with that. I wanted us to lock up Youngstown. We didn't do it. Youngstown wins by 11. Damn it. I should have bet this. But then one all night, perhaps came down to 2 missed free throws.
Bullshit foul
on a bullshit call. But Villanova double lock against UConn. Triple was it triple? Is this a triple lock?
Triple.
Yeah, sorry, dude. I can't remember anything. Yeah. I got a little song for us that'll be a little different. How about this one? Triple lock on these Villanova Wildcats. Let's go. Eric Dixon, big game, 23 points. Was not a foul, by the way. We got some scrutiny on this pick too, by the way. We got some scrutiny when I signed in this morning. To I checked my Twitters.
Yeah.
Got some scrutiny on this one, but we were proven correct yet again.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what happens sometimes. We had someone shitting on my top plays of the night. I'm like, wait a second, I was 2-2 on the top plays. Look, if you're searching for bullshit, you can find, if you're picking one game and say, oh, you're a fucking idiot. Okay. You're just a terrible human being. You know what I mean? Like you just don't deserve anything good in life. How about Nova, dude? Neptune?
Hey, how about Eric Dixon? Eric Dixon has brought Kyle Neptune back from the dead. This dude is a fucking stud. What do you have tonight? 23 and 8 or whatever. I feel like every possession goes through him. He's got to play 40 minutes. As for the scrutiny, everybody just shits on us every time we bet against UConn. They haven't covered 4 out of the last 5. They have a losing record ATS. They're way overvalued. They're not even close to what they were the last 2 years. I'm going to just keep betting against UConn because everybody still has that UConn from the last 2 years in the back of their head. They're good, but they're not even close to what they were.
Don't kid yourself. You were betting against UConn the last 2 years too.
Oh, I was. I ate a pie. More so the first year than the second.
I told you, I'm
the
going to
first
get my
year.
money back. I'm getting my money back this year.
It comes full circle, but yes.
But I also had New Mexico State money line 3 years ago against UConn in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
So, there is that. Turns out Fran Dunphy was down at the docks yesterday, and he was not focusing on basketball. He's getting a new shipment in. Yeah, I knew like this game was. Loyola was up, majority of this game, second half. But I watched this game. They hit a couple big threes that Loyola doesn't normally make, and I knew when a couple of those went in. One of them was like a ridiculous three, and you're just like, okay, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose this game. 79-68. Shout out to the Ramblers for going on the road to Philadelphia and getting that dub. Your thoughts on this one?
I like Dunphy's suit tonight. He looks sharp.
Oh yeah. maybe he picked that up at the docks. Just a shipment of suits. Could flip on the underground market, the black market, they say, right?
Yeah. We're gonna take him every time as a home dog. I know he didn't come through, but LaSalle's been good to us so far this year.
Yeah. But the chat's been quiet about these plays. Not the chat, but the Twitters. I think we're so fucking sharp, dude. You know what I mean? God damn it. I mean, did I not say on the show last night that we should also sprinkle the money line on South Carolina upstate?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Hey,
there we go. Wow. Whoa. South Carolina upstate 77, Presbyterian 67. Let's go. Yes. Your thoughts on this great play?
Win number 1 in league play for Richer. Just highlight him. First year head coach. He's a DeVries guy, so he comes from that tree, usually well coached. I think they're going to be chippy as a dog in conference play. Yeah.
Supreme Abdul-Jabbar, great name. He says, I suspect black market is racist. That's can someone do a deep dive on the history of that? How did the black market? I hope it's not. I mean, it seems like it could be pretty fucking obviously, but can someone do the history of the term black market and see where it came from? And I apologize if you're opening Pandora's box. It's something fucking terrible, but I honestly don't know, and I'm curious. After that, man, and this money line should have hit too, man. I don't know if you watched this game. This game was awesome. But God damn it, we still sharp, razor sharp. Lafayette in the points cashes as they lose by 3 in overtime. They should have won this game. They had a 5-point lead with like a minute left. You get eyes on this?
I did. This is a fun game. These Patriot League games, like I said, man, this league is so evenly matched. We'll talk about Colgate here in a minute. Like Colgate's nowhere near what they've been, and these other teams are pretty good. Yeah. I mean, Colgate. We'll get there. But, depending on the number, the number might have mattered in that one.
Shout out to Silver Bullet. Says we're the best, but he's making fun of my shirt. I've had this sweatshirt or whatever. I've had this shirt long. It's a sweatshirt, I guess. In California, this works as a sweatshirt. By the way, best wishes to all of the good people in Los Angeles. I mean, I was just living there, and
crazy,
dude. I mean, where I would go hiking with my dog, the fucking Starbucks I would go to is completely gone. Like if you like, it's unbelievable, man. And I just can't believe that's a reality, seeing some of the shit that's going on there. So definitely I'm sure we'll be in contact. We'll do something for the good people of LA at some point, but fucking terrible stuff there. But no, this shirt I've had, old Pick Dundee. I probably had this shirt. Let's be honest. There's on the bottom of this, there's a little bit of white paint. I probably had this for 15 years. I'm dead serious. Probably had this shirt 15 years. But yeah, man, the shit in LA, man, is unbelievable. A lot of my friends have been evacuated and
This is a great comment. Andrew dropping the emo Blues Clues. This is great.
Wait, I don't get the reference.
Show.
Okay.
So when your son grows up, it might be. I'll pull up a picture. It is perfect.
The emo part had me rolling. But yeah, I mean, it was it's fucking terrible. Julian, best wishes with you and your family. He's in Pasadena. You know, our studio's is in Eagle Rock, right on the cusp of Pasadena, and it's a terrible situation really everywhere. But like I would go to, you know, I would do the Santa Monica stairs often, and you know, go to the Palisades and Malibu very frequently. I lived like a block from the ocean in Santa Monica, and you know, it's crazy. It's like the world just hit delete on that part of the city, and it's just, that was like one of the most beautiful places. I think if you're like looking for the drive along PCH all the way up to you know, well, really at several different points in California, but from Santa Monica up through Malibu is fucking gorgeous. I would say it's like one of the best drives you could do in America, and that shit, it ain't the best right now. I'll tell you that, because all those houses, everything, man. My one of my best buddies had a place there, just gone, completely gone, man. So it's fucking devastating shit going there. Help out if you can. I know we're gonna try to get. I reached out to the guys tonight, but everyone's, you know, it's still chaotic there. So my friends with SGP, we're gonna try to figure out something to help out. But yeah. Cody, yeah, it hit Santa Monica too. North Santa Monica got affected by that.
Yeah, I got it on in the background on the news, man. Oof.
Yeah, honestly, I'd be very shocked if Northridge plays tomorrow. I know I have a slide in here for Northridge. Yeah, I'd be very, very surprised if they played that game tomorrow. If they did that, then their athletic director's a fucking rock star. He's just like, you know what? Fuck it. The whole world's burning down. Let's play basketball.
Lock up Northridge right now.
Yeah. But definitely terrible stuff. And I was hoping it would burn down SoFi Stadium. That was the one thing I was hoping for. Still hasn't happened. But you know,
they got a home playoff game on Monday, don't they? Yeah.
One can dream. Yeah. But yes, we cashed on Upstate. We cashed on Lafayette, and you ate a bundle of shit here. I was wise not to touch this one. Florida State 80, Miami 65.
I had to do it. I mean, like I said, if they weren't going to win that one, I don't know when they're winning. This team sucks. Like they got no fight. I mean, what's their upcoming schedule? They've lost. I mean, how do you lose 5 in a row to Florida State when they've sucked?
Terrible. Big
Force at home. That's probably a loss.
Lost. They're gonna have like 5 wins all year, dude.
Yeah, man, this program is really falling apart. Yeah, this was probably the last time I was going to take them for a long time.
Shout out to Chronicles in the chat. You know, I lived there 20 years, and there was fires, but I never really got threatened by any. This one's different, man. This one, I think. I mean, I'm sure there's fires. I'm sure you can find people that say, "Well, it fucked up my whole house or something." You know, I know they've happened, but I don't think ever to this magnitude. This is like that fucking Howie Long movie, which no one saw except me. Firestorm. There's a movie called Firestorm. And I wonder, you know what was fascinating? When I spent some time working at Blockbuster, and I maintained when I was like 17, I worked at a Blockbuster Video, and I maintained friends with some of those people that worked there. And during 9/11, or right after 9/11, Rambo was the most rented movie that week. That Rambo, was not like, yeah. And I thought, well, that's wild. I just wonder if, well, there's no rental stores anymore, but I wonder if video on demand, if Firestorm will be the top or backdraft or some shit. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, it was kind of fascinating because I was like, Rambo? I was like 30 years ago. It was like that was the number one at that store at least. But yeah. Anyway, what do you got loading up over here? What am I seeing, Bieniek?
Who's that?
I don't know. He's got something queued up.
Who's this?
Oh, I'm wearing that sweatshirt. There you go. Emo version. I get it. I like it. That was good.
Fuck. What's going on right now?
Yeah, we ate shit on UCF.
They look like shit again. I can't believe
They
won.
probably should have lost this game. Honestly, they probably should have lost this game.
Minutes.
Yeah.
Colorado's got to be kicking themselves. They were the better team tonight. UCF, I know they were shorthanded tonight, but still, it should have been a smash spot.
Yeah. I'm with you. Rambo is a great movie. Not even was, is. All right. Like to me, there's a couple like flawless action flicks like Die Hard. I don't consider Terminator 2 or Terminator X. That's sci-fi. That's fucking sci-fi. Die Hard, Commando, Rambo, forever good. And a lot of people don't talk about Rambo being a Christmas movie. Just like they don't talk about Lethal Weapon being a Christmas movie, but they say Die Hard, which doesn't make a lot of sense because I consider Lethal Weapon and Rambo Christmas movies as well. But now we're just going down a rabbit hole on Christmas movies. But I mean, where do you draw the line on Christmas movie? Do you draw is Die Hard count as a Christmas movie in the Mac household?
Yeah, I love Die Hard as a Christmas movie. It's Christmas Eve, man. He saves that building and great movie.
I love the cokehead. It's my favorite guy. My favorite guy every time.
I love all Die Hards.
I can bring him to you, and he's got a little toothpick. Guess what? I can bring him to you. All right. Zach says, "Hey man, this isn't Rotten Tomatoes. Please talk about basketball." No. That's not the way to go about this, buddy.
Some of that.
What'd you think of Die Hard 2?
It was good. Not as good as Die Hard 1's the best. That's the OG.
Agreed.
That's the OG.
So you want to know the true story with this? I went to UCLA for screenwriting, and one of my teachers was Steven DeSouza, who wrote the first Die Hard. He also wrote Commando, which is a classic where Arnold Schwarzenegger and Alyssa Milano feed a deer. Commando was a hit in like 1985 or 86. And they went to make a sequel, and he wrote the screenplay for Die Hard is originally the Commando sequel, but there was a falling out between Joel Silver and Schwarzenegger, I think over a girl. And so in his class, he was telling me, he goes, I had the script. I didn't know what the fuck to do with it. So I turned it into Die Hard. And he goes, it was like the best blessing of my life because it was going to be Commando 2. Anyway.
I got you.
Today movie buffs. Yeah.
Good life lesson, everybody.
Yeah. You take sometimes you think you got something shitty and it turns out to be great. Like this show, when you signed on, you're like, I don't know about this fucking show. These idiots, right? And then we start picking these winners, talking about Chinese fire drills, and you say, you know what, the show's not bad. It's not. It's all right. It's all right.
What else can we? Show.
what else can we talk about right now? Because I'm definitely not talking basketball for the next 5 minutes. What'd you do today, man? You get out. You got no water in Richmond, right?
Yeah, no water. I'm fine. My wife went to go spend the night at her parents. They live about 20 minutes away. They have water, so they're Midlothian.
It's hilarious how the tables turn.
I mean, I'm not fucking crying.
As a Michigan man, he knows about no water, huh? LA's got no water too. What the fuck?
It's more than an hour away from where I live. Didn't affect me where I live.
Yeah.
But
she asked me after work, she goes, do you want to go spend the night with my parents? Like, fuck no. I got all my games right here. I go, all right, I can't drink water. I'll drink beer instead. What the fuck? I'll be fine.
Can't you just pick up a case? Can't you pick up a case of Deer Park?
Yeah, I got some. I got some to-goes, to-go waters from 7-Eleven right down the street, and good to go, man. I mean, I got my TVs. The power's still on. We got 50 good games tonight. We got 60 more tomorrow. I ain't leaving this fucking house.
Yeah, you're stranded, right?
Stranded. Yeah, I can't leave. It's dangerous out there.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna bunker in here in this basement.
And you work remote, so it's not like you're sitting there. It's not like, I mean, yeah, you don't have to go anywhere these days. So it's not like you got to ride the old shampoo bus of pouring out some Deer Park and some shampoo on your fucking hair.
I already did. Christmas is over. I'm at my fucking location. I'm at headquarters. We traveled enough. I ain't going anywhere. I'm locked in on the season, man. We got 90 days till the Final Four. Let's go.
Yeah. Noah, you guys had no water, but also didn't you guys have shitty water?
Yeah.
So it's a little. I think it was a little more severe.
I wouldn't know. It was nowhere near me.
Don't lie to us.
I get ripped on it because Michigan's a state that's way bigger than people think. It spans like 8 hours.
The mitten, right? Isn't it the mitten? Don't you like when Michigan people meet up? They like, where are you from? And they show the fucking. It's like, oh, I'm from
Oh, him and Derek Stevens.
I'm down here.
I was like, what the fuck? I was drunk. I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing right
secret
now?
society bullshit.
Then he gave me a casino chip that I went and got hooked on blackjack because I suck at that game. Here's $25, and then you lose 115. Like, yeah.
Shout out to Derek Stevens. If you're ever in Vegas, check out Circa. Derek got us drunk many of times. Great fucking guy. Owner of Circa, owner of the D, also that hotel right next to it. And if you're out there, also check out Oscar's Steakhouse right there. That's a great spot. That's where they like a lot of old mobsters used to hang out. They did the scene in Casino there. But yeah.
Did you see the video of the guy winning the Circa NFL contest?
I don't think I did. What happened?
Derek Stevens is right in the middle of it, fucking pumping him up while he's winning the contest.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, dude, a lot of these owners and celebrities like stay behind closed doors. That guy is the absolute best. He is in the trenches with you. Yeah. I mean, the one morning he was partying at the Christmas party, took a red eye, and was at the Lions Bears game by like 10 a.m. Vegas time. I was like, when does this fucking guy sleep?
If he's vulnerable for the Lions, because he's a Detroit guy, like if they get hit on the Lions and they're vulnerable, he's not rooting against the Lions. He's going to another book in town. He's betting the fucking Lions, which was a great story that he told. But so there's a couple of people won. I think there was 6 that won Survivor that went 20-0. He told the story of one of the groups, dude. Oh my God, the story is hilarious. So the original owner of the ticket or whatever of the entry survived the first 5 weeks, and he's like, I'm way too busy for this. I'm just gonna forget one of these weeks because I'm just totally swamped. I can't.
I've done that before where you just forget. Yeah.
So he sold his entry to his brother and his 5 other friends. So there's 6 guys, and he like knows them through his like own social bubble, right? Shout out to Virgil here, giving us $10, cashed on Cali and San Diego State in the second half live. Put it towards the Noah's Vegas badge. So the group of 6 guys never told the original entrant that they were going and surviving 16 weeks, 17 weeks. And then they get to the 20th week, and the 6 guys traveled out to Vegas, had not told the brother that sold his entry, and then they won it. So just fucking crazy. That
amazing. Derek's the man though, because he does that, and he does there's no vig on that shit.
Yeah,
that should be emphasized. That should be emphasized. Like, he does it strictly for the love. And Golden Steer in Vegas is fantastic. It is better too. I think it's close, but I think it is better. Yeah, that's a great check out. Go to Circa. All right. Circa's the best. They're not our sponsor right now, but damn it, there are people. All right. So go to Circa. They're fantastic. Back to the games. Has it been 5 minutes, or should I talk about Backdraft? Because Backdraft, speaking of LA, Backdraft, a big time fire movie. One of my favorite moments was when in the Universal Studios in Universal City, like in Hollywood, had a backdraft ride that I thought was, I thought it was decent, but it burnt down a few years ago in a fire, which I thought was fucking hilarious. We could go deeper into backdraft if we haven't got to 5 minutes in yet. We could talk. Hell, we could talk about fucking Kurt Russell's whole goddamn career. Love Escape from New York. But has it been 5? Bieniek, you keeping track of this?
Yeah, I think you're.
Well, no fans were in this game. Speaking of no water. VCU 73, Fordham 61. My analysis was fantastic. Yes, I had no idea that there would be no fans. Yes, I had no idea there'd be no water. But a win is a win is a win. I didn't bet this. I just picked it correctly, and I will talk shit about that. Mac, your thoughts?
Which game was this? I didn't hear.
VCU.
Oh, VCU. Yeah. So the no fan game down the street. Yeah, it was. We should have bet Fordham. Looking back on it with no fans, but yeah, I don't know. I almost bet Fordham, but I still could have saw VCU drilling them.
Oh, if they had fans, I would have lost this pick. I didn't bet this.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I didn't bet it either.
Yeah. Then you got how about this double lock here? The Owls, Florida Atlantic. Who put it on the clits of Charlotte? 75-64. The winner's circle was looking good after this one. Your thoughts on this one?
Great game. They pulled away late. It was a little dicey there for a little bit, but a nice win there for the Owls.
Yeah. Also, how about this cash? Actually, this is where I lit up. I thought I was gonna have an amazing night. Just ended up with a decent night. Notre Dame, the Pussy Pack turns out were a lot like ECU tonight. They were losing a lot of the game, but they came back and won. Luckily, we had Notre Dame +2, or at least I did. 66-65. Pussy Pack advance with the dub. I watched this whole game. Did you catch this?
Fucking won, man.
Yeah.
That's back-to-back games. They should have beat Carolina. They should have beat NC State. They dude, I'm gonna keep betting them. They're way better than their record. What is their record overall? They are way better than that.
7-7 or 7-8 maybe. 7-8 maybe.
They're gonna finish in the top 5 in the ACC. Watch.
Yeah. I mean, you can't lose to the Pussy Pack though. No excuse. You can't lose to the Pussy Pack. Also, we happened to cash, and I gave this away as one of my top plays. That's directed at one person on Twitter. Longwood 85, Asheville 76. Is this a triple lock or a double lock? I can't remember all this goddamn shit, but I can tell you this. Johnson giving us $10 cash on a Peacock Network moneyline parlay. What are you fucking working for the network over there? Who themes their parlays by network? I love it.
He's rooting for the network's downfall. He took every dog here, I believe.
Nice play there. Yeah, Longwood. This was a good play. I felt pretty good about this one, and worked out that way. Yeah.
Off the loss, Asheville off the big win, handicapping 101 here.
Now, we did eat shit with these East Carolina Pirates, but great teams find a way to win. And that's exactly what East Carolina is. So I still will play this music. Because even though we may have lost our money, I think, look, this sets up just perfect for the next game, because it was a shaky performance by ECU, which means we're going to be getting, a good number against Memphis on Saturday. And let me tell you, we have a lot in common with Rice of last season, Mac. We can do this. We can head on into Memphis, get those Ducks at the Peabody a few cocktails. All right. Fuck up that whole city.
Another Temple cover by a point.
Yeah, very suspicious stuff
shady here. Temple, man, that Philly shadiness here.
ECU, I would just love 1 year if I'm being honest here. Great win. RJ Felton balled out. However, can you recruit one goddamn shooter? I feel like the past 15 years of ECU basketball, there's not been one guy that can just hit fucking jumpers. It's a painful fucking watch sometimes on that. 5 for 20 from 3. That's actually like good for ECU standards. So ECU with another great win. I totally think it's a team that's capable of the NCAA tournament this year. Because of games like this. This was a gut check game. You're at home, you're down double digits, but you find a way to figure it out, Mac. We got the AAC right where we want them. Your thoughts.
ECU sucks.
Yeah.
Hey, give them credit, man. Schwartz, they got to win. Had to get in the win column here. Couldn't go to 0-3. So they found a way to win, which they covered. Yeah.
Should have covered. Make your goddamn free throws. They probably shouldn't have covered. But Furman, Citadel in overtime. Nice play by you. You didn't bet this. You just picked this, right?
I ended up adding it. I was like, dude, the fucking Furman or Citadel should have won.
Yeah.
I bet it on the pregame show with Cap.
There we go. Check out that pregame college basketball show. I don't hype that enough.
Yeah, every night, 6:00 Eastern. Man.
Yeah. I'm always too many cocktails deep. I always forget about it. We have a pregame show. This game was painful. St. Joe's, we knew the line stunk. They had no business getting this game to overtime.
Yeah.
85-81. CJ Sullivan, the Bet Detectives alma mater, Duquesne gets it done. We ate shit there, but nice call on the Indiana Hoosiers as they put it on USC. They were down early. But they figured it out. I didn't bet this game. This is all you. 82-69. Your thoughts?
Yeah, for a minute there, I was like, man, did I buy Indiana at the absolute peak? And they're going to lay a fucking Woodson egg here. But USC's a mess. They have no identity offensively, defensively. I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do. Indiana just has better players. Hey, real quick, back to Duquesne. They've won 5 out of 6 ever since starting 2-8. They've actually been chippy lately.
They have played better, but like tonight,
at home,
they kind of got a lucky win.
Yeah, but
kind of got a lucky win. Yeah,
they've beaten Towson, Irvine, Rhode Island, and St. Joe's, and they beat Delaware at home. They've actually beat some decent teams at home recently.
This was the worst beat of the night for me. East Tennessee State. -2.5. I mean, did you watch this game?
A little bit. I didn't see the ending. Just this is the problem when they fucking
can't make goddamn free throws, man.
Yeah, and when there's 50 fucking games and they jam 35 to 40 of them at 7 o'clock.
This was ETSU was the right side. It was the right side. They were up the whole game. I mean, for a little bit, I guess Mercer came back and took like a 2-point lead or something at one point in the second half. But like majority of this game, ETSU, and this line stunk too. So pay attention to that. Duquesne, similar game. St. Joe's, Duquesne. Both these ones stunk, and of course they end up hitting for the Dogs. The line made no sense, but man, ETSU at the free throw line with 10 seconds left. Fuck off. How about the Colonials of George Washington? The Colonials of George Washington with a huge win in Kingston by 8 against Rhode Island. Didn't bet it, but nice win. You bet this?
No, I took GW just because I felt like the line was short. We got to start talking about GW. They're 13-3. They're 2-1 in league play. They're playing. Caputo's doing a good job there. Year 3.
Yeah. I look forward to their demise. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by, us, SGPN. Yes, the NFL playoffs are here. No matter how silly their kickoff rules are, declaring onside kicks and all that bullshit that's not really football, there's still an opportunity to make money. All right. So tune into the Sports Gambling Podcast for all of your NFL picks and props. Also, we're brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbooks. Playoffs. We're talking about playoffs. You bet we are. Get in on the action. DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the National Football League. Scoring touchdowns is the key to winning in the playoffs. And if you can score big, you can score big by betting on them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one place in all the land to bet touchdowns. And if you're ready for your first to place your first ever bet, try betting on something simple like a player to score a touchdown. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use that promo code SGP. Once again, that's promo code SGP for new customers to get a $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. This fucking guy's not doing it today. Okay. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER in New York. Perfect here. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER in New York. Call 8778 hope.
Problem gambling, call 888-7.
I got you.
Let it roll. Let the good times roll.
888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio.
My computer was lagging, so it was just spinning when it was playing. And I knew I pressed the wrong one. So I was like, fuck, Colby's going to get so pissed because it's starting late.
No, it's okay.
Oh, my God.
I prefer doing an unprofessional show.
Well, it was good knowing you, DraftKings.
Yeah, that was fun. Remember that time we got paid by a sponsor? Well, do I like the overtime rules in college football? Ask 357. I like it better than the NFL's overtime, but
yeah,
I do think college football's overtime rules have gotten a little bit wacky with the 2-point conversion penalty play. Essentially, like I thought that was a classic overreaction from the A&M LSU game that went to 7 overtimes. You know, that the old overtime thing had been going forever, and you never really had a 7 overtime game. So it was like, okay, one game went this long. I thought we overreacted personally. We should have just kept it there. But I still think the perfect one is like if you got the ball at the 40. If I'm curious what you like, Mac, in this, but I like if you start at the 40, it plays such a key element in the special teams because like if you only get 5 yards and don't get a first down, then can your kicker make a 52-yard field goal? Yeah. Do you go for it? It adds this element of strategy I think would be very fascinating. But yeah, I don't know. Where are you at with it?
Yeah, I hate the 2-point conversion off. I think that's so fucking stupid. Especially when they get a timeout, which is it just drags it out. I mean, their whole thing was we got to end this earlier, but then it just turns into a timeout off in double, triple, and 4 overtimes. That Georgia Tech game was ridiculous. But yeah, just like everything in life, we overreacted to the 1-7 overtime game. I thought that game was entertaining.
That game was great.
Yeah, I don't know why we changed it.
Who the fuck makes these fucking rules?
Dude, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, and especially now, because back then they say player safety, and it's like, okay. But now everyone's paid. Yeah, I know they were paid before, a lot of them, under the table. So you couldn't say player safety. Now, if you're paid, you just go play. They're fucking 18 to 27-year-olds in college these days. You can play forever. Shut the fuck up. Who complained about that? No one complained about that game. The game was awesome. Some idiot decision. Anyway, back to hoops. But yeah, I still think the NFL overtime is dog shit, though. NFL overtime is dog shit, in my opinion. The fact you can have a tie. Look, I don't care what sport it is. If you have a tie, your sport sucks. Like if you invest time into watching a game, there needs to be an outcome. A tie is the worst thing ever. Just my 2 cents there. But We ate shit on Northern Iowa. Murray State 71, Northern Iowa 68.
Murray State team.
I felt pretty good about Northern Iowa too. This was one of my top plays. Ate a pile of shit here. Murray State, have they found life?
Yeah, definitely this road trip. I mean, they went to Drake and Northern Iowa double road trip. Go 2-0. The Racers are rolling.
Yeah, they really are. A couple really nice wins there. And then we double locked. I don't know how we won this. Colgate 67, Lehigh 62. I had this on last night. I had this on one of the TVs, but it was a 1-point game with like 35 seconds left or something, and I thought, oh, I'm fucked. And I started paying attention to another game, and next thing I know, this game was over. So I missed like the final 30 seconds. I was like, what, we covered? How the fuck do we cover this? Hey, you don't go into that building and get a dub. Your thoughts?
Yeah, fun game. Lehigh was back and forth. Those two teams always play good games, and I just smiled when they covered because I was like, that's why we did the show the night before. So I hope you got the number last night because Colgate and Vermont lines and Gonzaga in league play always move.
Yeah. Gardner-Webb took care of Winthrop. I did not bet that, but I picked that incorrectly. Nice job by the running Bulldogs there. They're all over the place this year. Boston took care of American. I kind of like BU here. We didn't bet it. But we did bet IPFW against Milwaukee, and they got it done for us. Double lock. Let's go. I'll be honest, I didn't watch a second of this game. Did you?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of the second half. Fort Wayne made some shots to get away, and then they made their free throws down the stretch. Fort Wayne's good. We had Kaufman on our tour, and he's doing a good job there.
Yeah. I'm curious if you bet this game. I think we both gave it away as a fringe lock at one point. Western Carolina covered against Wofford. Why didn't I bet this? I should have bet this. What'd you do here?
I bet Western Carolina.
Yeah, nice.
Good point. Wofford just Furman on Saturday. Those two teams were looking ahead tonight. I can tell you that.
Yeah. Ate a pile of shit here, and I'm shocked by this. I was on Sports Grid today, and while I was on, Arkansas had like a, I don't know, maybe an 8-point lead if I had to guess. I felt great about my wager. I was sitting there saying, my 3.5's gonna cash. Get this Ole Miss bullshit out of here on the road. Arkansas sucks. Ole Miss down the street, and kudos to Ole Miss. They played well, but I'm kind of surprised. I'm pretty shocked at this outcome. This was one of my top plays too, and it did suck. Your thoughts?
Chris Beard's a much better coach than John Calipari. I thought they were more prepared. They were tougher down the stretch.
Better in-game adjustments.
Way better. They started switching stuff, and it really bothered Arkansas. They look like Kentucky the last couple of years, but without Dillingham and Shepard. All he does is yell at the refs the entire game. He doesn't coach at all, and I don't know, man. I don't know if they're going to make the NCAA tournament. I'm starting to think about it. I mean, this was kind of a bad loss in a way. You got to find a way to get this one at home because you got Florida at home, then you got to hit the road again for 2 in this league. Shit, they could be 0-5.
Yeah, no, they just don't look good, man. They don't. For like 5 minutes, they did. And then we ate shit here, and another one of our better plays. Bradley gets beat down by Drake 64-57. Bradley just can't beat Drake. Doesn't matter the coach. Doesn't matter the year. Doesn't matter how veteran their team is. Drake is just their kryptonite. Nice win for the Bulldogs. Your thoughts here?
Yeah, great win for the Bulldogs. Like you said, Drake has Bradley's number. They lost 2 in a row, so I guess maybe we overlooked the desperation spot, but just thought Bradley would finally get that Drake monkey off their back at Carver, and now Drake beats him again.
Bradley's always a little bit offensively challenged.
Yeah.
Always, I feel like. So yeah, we ate shit. Those are 2 of our better plays, I feel like, that we said at the end of the show. We ate shit, but like, took some hits on social on the interwebs because of those plays. But they don't mention how sharp you were on this. You reminded me here. You fucking reminded me here about Anthony Grant and Frank Martin being, coming up together. What a great play. We loaded up on UMass 9.5. Sprinkle the money line are the exact words we said. 76-72 UMass cashes, wins it outright. Quad 4 loss. People are tweeting about this. Your thoughts? What a great. This is what I'm saying. This show's free. If anyone's complaining, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, we're giving you this. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no, nobody else had this. And then we even doubled down, me and Cap, on the pregame show. We said, take them in the first half in case they fall apart down the stretch. But I knew that they're not going to blow each other out. They know each other too well. Anthony Grant is the godfather of Frank Martin's son. They're best friends.
Let's say, you're running this offensive set. That's my fucking set. All right.
I'm happy for Frank. It's been a tough year, but like I keep saying, he's a really good coach. They're going to start getting better. And if we're going to get him as a dog at home, we're definitely going to back him here. Hopefully they can get back into this A-10 race a little bit, middle of the pack maybe.
Yeah. We also double locked High Point. That cashed. You're welcome. Yep. Turns out Cleveland State is a wagon.
God.
And I didn't bet this. But
Cleveland?
Cleveland State is red hot. They won 7 straight now, I think. 80-69 over Bob Morris. Who is this? What the fuck between them and Youngstown? How far is Youngstown from Cleveland, Bieniek? I feel like it's like 10 minutes or 20 minutes, right? Or am I way off?
Yeah, Youngstown's probably like a half hour east. Youngstown's like an hour north of Pittsburgh, half hour east of.
Yeah, I thought so. I spent some time there. It's been 15 years, but they're dandies. They're
what, 7 in a row. They're at the top of the
teams. Both these teams are really good. We ate a bundle of shit on South Carolina.
We found the worst team in the SEC.
I don't know after watching Arkansas.
Ooh, yeah. Man, I mean, last year was magical, but year 1 sucked, and I think year 3 is going to suck here just because of the level of competition.
Shout out to John in the chat. Says Youngstown's an hour away. He went there. Yeah, still close enough, right? I mean, that hour. What's going on up there? You guys are building. You guys are just winning games every night. And then another really sharp play by us with Chris Mooney and the Richmond Spiders. Dude, they almost won this game outright. Getting a ridiculous number. This line even jumped up overnight a little bit too. Easy play. Belmont did not cover against. Of course, we thought about taking the Salukis. We said no, we can't take them. They've burned our bank account. Of course, they cover this game, but Belmont gets the dub, and then, damn it, I'm drawing a blank. We got some static over us fading Illinois State.
Oof.
Did you see that tweet?
Yeah, he was respectful at least.
I know. No, he's cool, but I'm just saying. I'm drawing a blank on your name. I'm sorry, but it was funny. On Evansville, I was like, I didn't have it with conviction. I really didn't have that like a good angle on this game. I just you kind of talked me into it. And I was like, yeah, I guess Evansville. You bet this though, right?
Yeah, I bet Evansville. I mean, I like both teams. Peter's my guy from the coaching industry, but then I had Ragland I had both coaches on the tour this summer. So I'm rooting for both of them. I just thought the spot for Evansville was great at home. They should have beat Indiana State. Evansville, they're not bad at home. I'm going to fade them on the road, but when I get them as a home dog, I'm going to take the Purple Aces.
Yeah. Then in the other crazy game, Valpo did cover in overtime against Indiana State. No bet. No bet was placed there, but Valpo got it done.
There's some
Crazy
Valpo
game
voodoo on that home floor. What's going on there? Like fucking said that building this year.
They are good there. Schwieger had 23 points, 8 boards. And then one of our top plays of the night. I gave away 4. This made me 2-2 on the top plays for all the jackasses that are referencing that. St. Louis against the Bonnies. They cover 73-68. They get it done. This was a triple lock. So yeah, we're fucking great, and you're the worst. Your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, great game. Great handicap. It's handicapping 1-on-1. Say the Bonnies have played out of their mind the first 15 games. I mean, their ATS record reflects that, and then you got the Billikens who are way better than their record now that they're healthy. Avila, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is back, and Schertz is a good coach.
Yeah. This game was hilarious. It was on my TV for a little bit. Just because I find the game hilarious. Southern, not State. You picked this correctly. We didn't bet this game. We would never bet this game. Southern loses by 4 in overtime. Georgia State gets that dub. There you go.
That line was sharp.
That was. I think you might have bet this game. Wait, that you might have. Or if it wasn't you, then it was Bieniek. Butler? Did you take Butler?
Yeah. I eat 2 big bundles of shit coming up here. But then the rest of the night was good. But dude, man, fuck Butler. Like, how do you get blown out by Providence? It wasn't even lit at the dump tonight.
Yeah. And fuck UMKC. Well, I didn't bet them, but they got drilled by Omaha. And you were right on North Texas. Luckily, I didn't bet this. I thought fringe, and I did not bet this. But I bet another stupid game we'll talk about in a second. Gonzaga also. Gonzaga only won by 13 against Slavin and San Diego. Huh.
That game made no sense.
Now, I did go in on this Circle of Trust. If you caught me on the grid, I decided to bet Penn State.
I talked you into that. That was me. Hey, they were kicking their ass for 8 minutes, and then they gave up a 34-4 run. Holy
big
shit.
Loss. Big fucking loss here. 91
didn't even play.
Dude, 91-52, 40-point fucking loss, basically. Unbelievable. What? And then how about this game? The game of the night, in my opinion, as far as like just a hilarious, like the game I wanted to see most was Texas A&M at Oklahoma. Oh boy. I mean, if you're Oklahoma, you got to be sick. You got to be sick to your fucking stomach. Bieniek, we mentioned Zurich Phelps, the SMU transfer, 34 points tonight. As A&M down pretty much 85% of this game?
The whole game.
Yeah, maybe 90. This was remarkable. How the fuck did they win this game? And now they've won 9 in a row.
Yeah.
And how crucial of a, first off, I guess, what was the number you got?
I had A&M plus 2.5.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
I forgot OU was favored because of the injury. Yeah. I mean, fascinating game. I didn't bet this. I just watched it and enjoyed it. What a choke job, man. What a fucking choke job.
Hey, how many times has he done that though over the last couple of years in the Big 12 where we're like Oklahoma at home, this is a smash spot, and they do this where they lose all these close games in league play, and I kind of think they're going to miss the NCAA tournament again. I know they only have 2 losses, but I was about to say, I don't know. Just saw him do this last year in the Big 12. He was undefeated.
But the SEC is. Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. But
he literally just did this the last 2 years in the Big 12. Now he's in the SEC, and the SEC is fucking loaded. I mean,
but he does already have wins against what? Michigan, Louisville, Arizona.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably going to get him.
Last year they sat out players in the Big 12 tournament thinking that they were in, and then they missed it by a game.
That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous.
They choke, man. That's what they do. Hey, Noah, my 40-1 A&M, that was a steal tonight to keep that thing alive here.
Oh yeah,
they got a big one against Alabama.
Oh yeah,
that looks good.
Yeah, I was about to say I was on that.
If Wade Taylor can get back healthy quickly here and he's not out long term, that's still got legs.
Dude, A&M, could A&M win it all? They got some fucking dudes on that team.
I mean, if you can get to a Final Four, it wouldn't surprise me. Can they get to a Final Four? Yes.
Yeah. Final Four, Texas.
There you go.
Yeah.
Double lock of Kansas cash for us too. Was it triple? It was just double, I think. Yeah, it's a free show, guys. Free show. I'm sorry I talked you off locking Stanford. I didn't bet this game, but I ruined potential money for you. With Stanford winning by 11 against the Hokies. I feel like the Hokies were covering a good chunk of this game though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Stanford was not the right side. They covered like 10 seconds.
Yeah. We ate shit on the Tommies. This game was fantastic. St. Thomas 73, the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State 72. Great game. The Summit's a bundle of fun this year. The Summit League is a bundle of fun. Also a horrible play by us. We thought no, that was the flat top of all their fucking players. But 67-38. What an ass whooping. My apologies here. My apologies here.
They're up 20-10, and I'm like, oh, what a fucking play. Then they didn't score the rest of the game. It was 20-10, 10 minutes in. They scored what, 15 points in the last 30 minutes?
This was a bad. I knew I just thought everyone was going to be on the Aztecs. So I was like, maybe this is a great angle.
Oh my God.
Bad play. But we made up for it with our double lock of the Cal Golden Bears. That Virginia bullshit. Pack line bullshit ain't gonna work in Berkeley. 75-61. Your thoughts?
Good. I guess Cal was due. Virginia's horrible. Them and Virginia Tech. I mean, I watched those two games tonight. Virginia Tech's a bad team. Virginia's a bad team.
Wait, I didn't catch any of this game. Air Force went 45 minutes of real time without a field goal made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy shit.
They were fucking San Diego State up to start the game. They made like 5 straight threes, and then they didn't make a shot for 4.
Here's what I don't get. How the fuck are you in the Air Force if you go 11 for 22 from the free throw line?
Yeah. God damn, if we had made our free throws, we would have covered.
I question what's going on there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You just made the free throws. What you should have done. You're gonna have that many staples on your team. Aren't they supposed to be smart too? Yeah. Fuck's going on here? I'm all confused.
Hey, did you talk about Kansas yet?
Yes, we just talked about how we cashed on that.
Oh, I missed that. I hammered them at halftime. They were -4.
That was a good spot. You should have reminded me. Thanks for the text, asshole. Right?
I was fucking yelling at the TV because A&M was getting their ass kicked in Penn State. I was like, fuck, I'm going in on Kansas again. Arizona State got fogged tonight in the second half.
Yeah. Shout out to Charles Walker. It's my guy. Hell of a good guy. Game balls. Let's get to him. Where are you going? Number 1.
Boy, this is a night where we got a lot of candidates here.
It's got to be A&M, dude. It's got to be fucking Texas A&M.
Yeah, and I see people in the chat saying A&M's not a top 5 team in the SEC. You're on fucking crack. They're an SEC contender. And they have the best schedule by far. They just went to Norman, won without their best player. Won 9 in a row. The buzzsaw. Yeah, A&M. They're fucking good, man.
That was the game I wanted to watch most, and it delivered. I just can't believe they stole it like that. My game ball will be Villanova. How about that?
Cal Neptune.
Away this game. I mean, even though that foul call was bullshit, you still almost pissed away this game, but you got it done. Game ball to the Wildcats of Villanova, and Kyle Neptune has life. Second game ball. Where are you going?
Frank Martin, baby. UMass getting it done against Dayton. That's a hell of a win. I know Dayton's not the same team away from home, but 10-point underdog getting in the win column in the A-10.
It's all about the rivalries. Little brother, big brother, similar brother. Upstate saying fuck you to Presbyterian. Yeah. 77-67. Let's go. Where are you going with your next game ball?
Like I said, a lot of candidates. I'll go Murray State.
Oh, that's a good one.
Drake win, and then they go to Northern. God damn. I mean, did anybody have them sweeping that road trip?
Yeah. I mean, that's impressive. That is impressive. There's a lot of candidates here from my final game ball, but I think we got to talk. I don't know. My first thought was St. Louis, but you know what? I think Drake winning at Bradley is more impressive. So give me Drake with a game ball. Not many teams go into Bradley and get that dub. So shout out to the Drake Bulldogs off of 2 losses, righting their wrongs. Folks, want to tell you before we get to our picks for the coming day that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Pick'em is one of the biggest venues for all of sports. And Underdog is always making it easier to win with profit boosted gimme pick'ems. Underdog Playoff Best Ball is now live. The Gauntlet Tournament has $2 million in prizes up for grabs for just a $25 entry. There's college hoops, college football, NASCAR, NBA, MMA. I mean, everything. NFL shit. I mean, everything. CFL. I was killing it in the CFL this year. You can now use specials and boost on all flexed entries. So sign up, and when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com promo code TCESGPN. All right, we are back. There's a shit ton of games. Moneyline Max probably grabbing another silver bullet. Let's get to it. Well, can we adjust this, or am I going to ruin Noah's computer?
Working on it. My computer was buffering.
Standalone game.
I know, man. This one, I hate this. Like, it's one thing to give me a standalone game, which I enjoy, but it's another thing when you put Little Rock on the goddamn schedule. I would be willing to bet that over the course of this show, I think Little Rock has been the hardest team. I would bet if you took my 10 worst records, if someone actually dove through all those years, right? I would say Little Rock is one team that has fucked with me so much. So goddamn much. Little Rock's laying 6 against Morehead State. I will take the 6 in Morehead State, but I am terrified of this fucking game. Because I never pick the right side of Little Rock. But I am betting Morehead State because fuck you, Little Rock. You've done this to me over these years. You deserve this. Mac?
We're going to battle. Morehead beat Little Rock in the title game last year, a revenge game. And Little Rock had some suspensions. They get those guys back here off their first loss of league play. Maybe Little Cock to get it done at home. They win by 10.
We got a battle in Little Cock. Mac on Little Cock. I'm on Morehead State. Frank, once again, I appreciate you. CFL is my cash cow. Well, Frank, check out the CFL Gambling Podcast. I host that fucking show. Get on over there. Myself, J Mark. Sometimes we get the Bet Detective, CJ Sullivan, and all that too. Yeah. We just told us to all bet a Little Rock. You got to decipher this fucking show, right? Next up, is this kind of standalone for 1 hour? This will be the only game on.
This game's great. We need a 5 o'clock Eastern game every fucking night on CBS.
Yes.
Come on.
UNC Greensboro is heading to Chattanooga, Tennessee to take on these Mocs. The Mocs are laying 4. Last time they played, Chattanooga won by 28. Woo! Greensboro's won 3 straight. Not against Chattanooga, but in general. Chattanooga 6-1 at home. Give me the Mocs minus the points. And by the way, I see a 3.5 out there, so cash in on that action. What are you doing here?
Yeah, this is a national TV game.
We should bet this game. This is standalone, damn it. We should bet this.
Opener in the SOCON. Love the mocks tomorrow. Might be one of my favorite by the end. I don't know. There's a lot of games. Give me the mocks, though. Lock it up.
Double lock on the mocks. Next up, Oregon, Ohio State, and Columbus. Not again.
Rose Bowl.
We just saw this destruction. Ohio State's laying 3, and I'm gonna lay it. What are you doing here, Mac?
I am going to lock up 3 for 3 here. The Oregon Ducks. They're going to get the revenge. Notre Dame and Penn State lost tonight in the eve of their college football playoff. Now we get the revenge. They beat them in football. Oregon returns a favor. Better team, better coach. Give me the Ducks as a dog here.
I'm not betting this, but I hate these new Big Ten games. I try not to bet a lot of these. It's because they bother me. I had no interest in watching them. Bieniek, tell us why you're taking Oregon.
Oh yeah, this is a double lock. I'm with Mac. I think they avenged this for the football team here, but that's not the only reason why. I just think Ohio State is not playing to their capabilities. I don't think they're a great team right now. They just went to double overtime on Monday against Minnesota. The vibes aren't there for the Buckeyes, and I think the Ducks are still a solid squad, and I think the earlier start time might help Oregon, not gonna lie, because getting to Columbus might be tough at this early 6 o'clock start time, because I think football fans will be traveling out of the city. So yeah, Oregon Ducks, lock it up.
I forgot about the double overtime game on Monday. This is a quick turn.
I'm actually gonna battle you guys. Fuck you guys. Give me Ohio State.
Take these fucking. They're going to lose in football too.
I just want action on this game, even though I just said I hate this game.
You just want to go back to the Rose Bowl.
No, I just see you two locking it up. Think you're all fucking high and mighty. It bothers me. All right. So I'm taking the Buckeyes at home.
Enjoy the sun.
Battle. Dundee on the Buckeyes -3. They're telling you. Pay attention. Open up your third eye.
They're really shit about Oklahoma tonight.
But they were right about Duquesne and who the fuck was the other one? Yeah. Next up, Vermont at UMass Lowell. This game's fantastic. Lowell's laying 5. I got to take Vermont, but no lock, because Vermont, if there's one team that can fuck them up, in this conference, I do believe it's Lowell, and especially the game at Lowell, not the reverse.
Yeah,
this one. That's why I'm not taking it. But give me Vermont +5. What are you doing here?
I kind of want to bet Lowell. I think the line's telling. I think this is Lowell's time. They've lost 5 in a row, but 2 years ago they beat them at home. I'm going to bet. This is your get-up spot, man. They get a chance to finally beat Vermont. Vermont will beat their ass at home. But, yeah, let's go Lowell.
Moneyline Mac laying the 5 with the Riverhawks. Next up, we are going to the likes of Maine. Maine's laying 9 against Binghamton. Wait, I'm seeing this. Well, this either I'm a fucking moron and wrote this line down wrong, or a lot of money came in, because I'm seeing 6.5 right now. So, is it possible that in 1 hour the line moved 2.5 points? I highly doubt it. Maybe I'm just an idiot. What are you seeing out there? Anyone else seeing this line at 9?
I see 7.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. That's probably my fuck up. I'm taking Binghamton +7. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take Binghamton. No bet.
No bet.
Ooh, man, this is a good early window.
Purdue is heading into Piscataway to take on the dancing Danny DeVitos. No, give me Rutgers. No way they lose back-to-back games at the rack. What's the status with? Oh no, yeah, he's gonna play. He's gonna play because he played last game.
Yeah, he played a little bit last game. Yeah. He was just sick, so I think he'll be fine this game.
Give me the Scarlet Knights. Should we bet this?
Yeah, Purdue, fade them on the road. Fade them away from Mackey. Let's go all over Rutgers. They always play.
Double lock on these Scarlet Knights. I would assume he's playing full minutes, Ryan. I don't even see him on the injury report, so I would make that assumption. Next up.
Yes.
Please. This line's gone up a half a point too. I'm looking at IUPUI minus 5.5 against Detroit. Get the fuck out of here. Like, it is insulting to me. You know, the last time they played, it was on Valentine's Day and love was in the air. God damn it. Because Pick Dundee was betting on Detroit and Detroit won by 15.
That was a great night for us.
I remember that night.
I think I told our guy at IUPUI that I'd be here for this game, and I totally forgot that this was. I came up and
friend you are.
Yeah, caught me by surprise. So
piece of shit.
Let's go with this is a smash play. Get this shit out of here. Detroit is live on the money line. Take the fucking money line. All right.
Let's have a battle.
Yeah, you keep look, you I don't know, for whatever reason. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was in your coaching career. I don't know if it was in your personal life. Back when you were single, did you meet a gal from Detroit that tell you to kick rocks? I have no idea. But you have unjustly treated this Detroit hospital for years. Same as the fucking Long Island Sharks. All right.
Stuck on the road. They're good at home, both of those teams.
This is not the road. No one goes to these games. This is 4 people at the fucking game. So does not count as the road. The road is when you have a crowd. Like if I go do stand up on the road and I'm just performing in my goddamn hotel room, it does not count as the fucking road. All right. So Detroit plus 5.5 is the play. Oh yeah. We're battling. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Sorrow. They've lost 6 in a row, but they've been chippy. Let's go. Indy.
We got a battle in Indianapolis. Dundee at the hospital yet again. Mac on these Jaguars.
Jaguars been cashing left and right for us, and they finally get a fucking home game. They played 6 straight road games. What is this?
Yeah, I mean, but that ain't really the road. Some of those aren't really the road. It's just, you're supposed to get closer. You're traveling with the team. This is going to be a smash play. Take that plus 200 on the money line. Moving along. Ooh. Jacksonville. Bellarmine in Louisville, Kentucky. Jacksonville's laying. I see 5.5 now. It's come down a half a point.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
Bellarmine plus 6 is the play.
Yeah, and they're not bad at home either. They beat Bowling Green. They just have not played home games this year. Every game that they played at home has been a tight game. Bellarmine lock. I think they're going to win the game outright. Get their first league win here. Jacksonville. Yes.
Hold on. Give me more of a deep dive than this. Last time, they did beat them last year by 6.
Because Jacksonville's a high variance team. Like they can beat anybody, but they can also lose to anybody.
Jacksonville is 1-5 on the road. You know what? You sold me. Let's go.
Yeah, finally playing a home game.
Bellarmine live from the Knights Hall. Let's go. We've lost 5 straight. Feeling really confident over here. But they can lose 6 straight. Don't worry, as long as they cover. Next up, UNC Wilmington is in West Long Branch, New Jersey. Taking on Monmouth. Wilmington's laying 4.5. What is this line? I'll lay it, but no luck. What are you doing here?
I'm taking Monmouth.
The line's telling you to take Monmouth, but I just can't do it.
Remember, Monmouth never played a home game until like New Year's Eve. They're 2-0 at home this year.
Dude, no one's going to be at this game tomorrow. Isn't there like a gigantic fucking storm coming through?
Probably, but hey, at least they're in their own home gym rather than traveling like the Harlem Globetrotters.
Fair. Look, I mean, you might hit. I'm not. The line stinks to me. I'm not touching this one. You betting this?
I think I'm going to stay away. I think it's going to land right on 4 or 5. But yeah, give me Monmouth. I like Monmouth. Texas
State is catching 7 at Troy. I was thinking about betting Troy. Am I crazy for thinking about that?
They are the best team in the Fun Belt, in my opinion.
I'll take Troy. No bet. Sunbelt's always a tough conference to bet, in my opinion. They're like the MAC of the South.
I'm gonna stay away. They're off that fucking crazy Marshall comeback win. I'll lay it, but no bet.
UMBC, these Retrievers heading to Newark.
This game's awful.
NJIT is catching 7.5 at home. I have to take them, dude. I almost feel like we should bet NJIT.
Have they won a league game yet? No, this is the opener. They haven't played a league game in this fucking league.
They did lose by 19 to UMBC last year, so maybe we don't bet that.
Yeah, UMBC is like a good bully. They fuck up these teams, and then they play anybody worth the fuck, and they get bullied.
All right, no play, but NJIT is what I'm picking. Campbell, yeah, I assume you're on NJIT, by the way.
Yeah, I'll take NJIT.
Okay. Campbell is catching 5 at Hampton. Pirates against the Camels. I'm going to lay the 5. What are you doing here?
I think I'm going to take Campbell here. I don't like laying points with Hampton. Campbell's been chippy.
Thought the line's off. Doesn't make
sense.
Not
on the road though, Mac.
Yeah.
Didn't they almost just win in Greensboro or Wilmington?
11-point loss, 9-point loss, something like that.
8. It was tight, and they didn't get killed at Carolina.
I don't have any strong conviction of this game. I thought the line doesn't make sense to me, but anyway,
they lost by 10 at Morgan State.
Yeah, but I mean, they just went to Wilmington. Wilmington's fucking good. They hung in there, and Carolina.
Drexel, with this awesome fucking logo here. Back when they had a football program, they're laying 6.5 against Stony Brook. I mean,
Stony
Brook, just all over the place this year.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
Give me Stony Brook in the points. What are you doing here?
I guess. Hey, is Stony Brook going to cover the entire game, then foul down 6 to lose by 8 like they did against fucking William and Mary? I can't get that game out of my mind.
Yeah, that was terrible. Don't bet this game. Oakland, Bieniek, your Michigan rankings. The world wants them. And also, Noah, Oakland's playing in Fairborn, Ohio, of all places.
Oh.
Wright State is laying 3.5. I kind of think we should take Oakland, but I know you got season tickets that one time you purchased 2 Subway sandwiches. So what are you doing here?
I don't know. These are 2 of my darlings in the Horizon, my 2 favorite programs here. Honestly, I kind of like Oakland. Wright State this season has kind of been all over the place. Really hard to get a gauge on them in their first year under Clint Sargent. So them off a 23-point win against Green Bay, I'll take the Golden Grizzlies here.
I think you're right.
You know what? Disappointing loss on Saturday to Robert Morris. Now they hit the road as a dog. I'll bet Oakland. Giving Campy time to prepare against the rookie head coach.
I'm not betting this. This is you.
I'm betting Campy.
You like the board better than me. I like the Big West on these Thursdays. I don't like all this other shit throwing at me. Oakland plus 3.5 says Moneyline Mac. Next up, Albany laying 9.
Oh, come on. What is it?
We have to bet this.
New Hampshire.
Yes.
2-14. Losers
9
in a row until tomorrow night.
That's good. I didn't even see 9.5 right now. We can get 9.5 right now. Double lock. New Hampshire Wildcats. Yeah, you should wait on this probably.
That's Wildcat.
Should we wait till tomorrow morning to place this actual wager?
It ain't going down.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't think anybody's running to bet the 2-14 team, losers of 7 in a row. But I mean, what's the last time Albany's laid almost double digits on the road? Come on.
Yeah, let's take it. Charleston. Speaking of stinky lines, Hofstra laying 1.5 in Hempstead against Charleston. I will take Hofstra because Vegas is telling me to. What are you doing here? We should probably bet. We should probably bet Hofstra.
Yeah. I'm betting Hofstra. Charleston, not the same team when they hit the road. They haven't hit the road since the beginning of December.
Double lock on the Flying Dutchman of Hofstra. Central Arkansas is in DeLand. Take it on Stetson. It's one of the worst games you could watch today. Stetson's laying 2 and I'll lay it. What are you doing here?
Give me Central Arkansas. I think Schulman's a pretty good coach and they're playing better.
I got no idea. I'm not betting this. Don't bet.
No,
Stetson, give me the home team. Home team.
All the gambling people.
I didn't have a line on this before. North Florida, Eastern Kentucky. You have this?
Yeah, hold on. North Florida.
Actually, no, I got it now. EKU's laying 2.5. Give me EKU. It's a little stinky though.
Yeah, no kidding. This kind of line feels short. But they're at home. This is their home opener. Wait, are they opening up their arena here? No,
yeah, I think they are. When I checked, it was
This is a bet.
Yeah. We should bet this.
EKU, yeah. EKU smash.
This is like UMass last night. We talked ourselves into this shit. Yeah. Load up on Eastern Kentucky. Triple lock.
Yeah, I think this is their brand new arena. I'll pull this up. I'll look it up.
I think it is too, because before they weren't saying it was in Richmond. This one's in Richmond, so I'm making that assumption. Triple lock on the Colonels. All right, next up, JMU is in Huntington, West Virginia, and I laugh at this fucking line. Lock.
Yeah, it's bet Marshall.
Yeah. Whoops.
Oh, I was like, are you betting JMU?
No. Marshall all day. Lay the 1.5. One of my favorite plays on the card. Double lock.
And to dive in more into this too, Colby, they're off the Arkansas State big time win in Harrisonburg. Preston Spradlin hitting the road here for the first time in league play.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good spot. Marshall is a great home environment. Shout out to Cody Frazier. Kids are going crazy. Yeah, buddy.
Good luck.
How are you, buddy? Congrats. Glad they're healthy. Sure you haven't slept in forever. Yeah. Enjoy, buddy. Man, it is really great. He's got 2 kids. If you didn't know, Cody Frazier, hell of a good guy. His default photo there is he met up with us in Vegas. And you know, might have had a few too many Molsons and, at the Win studio where we were recording.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what was great was Cameron and Mace did the show before us. So they like Cameron and Mace come out of there
like,
and they're like, who the fuck's this guy here? Cody, they were cool. They're like, they acted. You know what's great about Cameron is he acted like that was the most normal fucking thing, right? Just the most normal fucking thing. Like, hey, you guys got a dude passed out here. Oh, cool. Shout out to you, brother. I hope you're doing well, man. I know you're probably not getting a lot of sleep. You know, I don't know, man. You gotta battle through it, man. Battle through it, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be the best thing ever, man. Gives you know what? It gives your life direction. I like before I didn't get as hammered on these shows. Now I get really hammered.
So yes, the Baptist Health Arena at Alumni Coliseum in Richmond, Kentucky is opening. This is their true home on campus opener here for EKU. I just put a link into the chat of a video showing off the new renovations. So, yep.
There we go.
We had AW on the show. I remember him telling me that they were going to be out in November, December. You ain't getting that information on any other shows. I can tell you that. EKU's home opener. That's
what I'm saying. That was great. I was ready to pass on this shit. Yeah. Let's go. I'm all in now.
Let's go.
And shout out to Cameron. Cameron, not only is he a hilarious human being, he's a fucking genuine, nice fucking guy. Had plenty of conversations with the great Cameron there at the Win Studio. Miss it already. Elon at William and Mary. Get this bullshit out of here, Mac. I'm offended. I'm offended here. Like, what's going on here? What is this?
Dude,
don't you fucking tell me William and Mary is going to beat Elon tomorrow.
I like Elon, but I don't know if I want to bet it, man. I am so sick of Bill and Mary with these backdoor covers.
I mean, the line is so fucking stinky, man. How does this make any sense? Elon is 11-4 with a win at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
A good performance at Carolina. It bothers me so much. I feel like this is me falling for the East Tennessee State game tonight that I lost by 0.5 point again, but I have to do it. I have to.
They're both 2-0.
The Phoenix is rising. They're a better fucking basketball team than William and Mary. The line bothers me though. It really fucking bothers me. What are you doing here?
I'm staying away. I'll take Elon, but it feels like a one possession game.
Next up, Northeastern catching 3.5 at Towson. I was thinking about betting Towson.
Yes. Back at home off that tough loss to Charleston on the road. But I mean, they beat Wilmington in overtime. I think Towson's way better.
This one's kind of stood out to me on the going through all these games. I was like, maybe I should be betting on this double lock.
Yeah, they were the preseason favorite. They've underachieved. They're going to start rolling here.
Let's go. Next up, Delaware.
This line stinks.
Dude, shut the fuck up again. This is smash play. You can't tell me A&T's fucking terrible, dude.
I'm betting Delaware.
You have to. Like, yeah. A&T made East Carolina look like they fucking had Blue Edwards back playing for them. Like this, they suck. Let me just so A&T we took against Central. They hit for us. Rivalry game. Made a lot of sense as a dog.
Oh wait, this is Monte Ross's. He got fired from Delaware. He's the head coach at A&T.
Their other wins, though, are Cheney in Pennsylvania, not in a D1 school. The Citadel,
yeah.
Morgan State by 3, and then the Central game. I'm sorry, I have to bet Delaware. I know it's personal for him. He probably shouldn't have got fired from Delaware, but
yeah, it was 2 years after making the NCAA.
Yeah, like it really bad.
The year previous, he went 500.
That's some bullshit, like some real bullshit. But I just don't think this team is like Delaware's roster is way better.
A&T's gonna win. They got up for Central. They're gonna beat Delaware, and then they're not gonna win again the rest of the year. This is the fuck you game. I'm betting A&T. I have completely swung. He got swept by him last year when he had nobody on his roster. Now he's a little bit better.
It's easy to see a tide turn.
They could beat Central. I'll take my one stink game of the night. Give me A&T. Home dog.
Battle. Blue Hens are just better. I'm sorry. They did fire you unjustly. But God damn it, sometimes the better man loses. All right. It's going to happen here. Give me Delaware -4. Next up, North Alabama. This game's actually pretty awesome. This is a good game. This is like, Mac, where do you have the odds of like this being the championship game there?
I have them both in the top 3-4.
I think there's a high chance we're looking at this as the championship game in the ASUN in the tournament.
Lipscomb's the definite favorite, but North Alabama I think is clear number 2, and then probably Gulf Coast.
Yeah, Lipscomb is really good. That line tonight we'll talk about in a little bit, but
yeah, holy shit.
I'm gonna take Gulf Coast -1.5. What are you doing here?
I like Gulf. Should we bet Gulf Coast at home?
I think we should.
Yeah. North Alabama 2-0. They're going to take a loss tomorrow night. Gulf Coast.
Lay the 1.5. This might be one of the best plays on the board. The more I think about it, I kind of like this one a lot better than every other one I'm playing.
Should we bet it? All right. It's one of the best plays on the board now. I love when you do that.
Welcome to the college basketball experience. Should we bet this game? This is one of the best plays on the board.
Well, we talk it out, and then it's like actually I kind of like that angle.
Yeah, and we have never denied being idiots.
Dude, sometimes you forget a couple angles. I mean, we're covering 363 goddamn teams, including Mississippi Valley State.
364.
It should be.
No, I still cover Hartford, Bieniek. Those bastards. All right.
365. So 364 D1s and then 1 D3.
363. I'm not covering Mississippi Valley anymore. I'm not picking any more games of theirs.
I don't know what I was going to play. I was going to play something. I don't know.
I hear there's rumors on the internets.
Kennesaw State's in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, taking on Middle Tennessee. MTSU's laying 8.5. It's a big number. Give me Kennesaw.
It is a big number. I'll lay it with Middle, but I mean, this is probably too steep to fucking bet on this one, even though they're good in Murfreesboro.
FIU, the airport, flying on in to Ruston, Louisiana. La Tech laying 8. I like La Tech -8.
They're gonna fuck up the airport.
Yeah.
They just got embarrassed on the road, but now they're back in Ruston. FIU just had the win of the year, beating Western Kentucky by 20. Home teams rolling this Conference USA.
Load up.
Mac
we got a triple lock.
Too. Yeah, Bulldogs all the way.
Let's go.
I have something here. There we go. Triple lock on these dogs. Next up, West Georgia. West Georgia, call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE with this wolf. Taking on Austin P. What's this line? I don't see it out there.
The Govs are laying 9.
Give me West Georgia. No bet.
Where we got the Govs right now? We got them 1-1 in league play off a 25-point embarrassing loss. I'll lay it with the Govs.
I mean, I don't have strong conviction on this game.
I'm not laying.
Yeah.
I'm not betting the Govs almost double digits.
Colby, there's a W in that brow of the wolf there for West Georgia. Just
is there?
that.
Let me go back to that. What happened? I want to stare at this. Oh, I like that. Okay. One of those fucking things. One of those doctor office motherfuckers on the wall where you just stare at that before you go in. Or while you're waiting for him to show up. Normally you're in the doctor's office or the dentist's office and you're staring at that. I like that. Good catch, Bieniek. I still think the logo looks like complete shit, but at least that matters a little bit. Arkansas State, red hot for that trip to Harrisonburg, heading into Mobile. What the hell is this line?
Well, South Alabama's at the top of the standings. They're 3-0. They just swept the Georgia schools. They've already beaten JMU. They hung in with TCU.
We got to bet Arkansas State, man.
Yeah, they're the wrong team's favored. It's an overreaction.
We got to bet Arkansas State.
Lost one game.
Arkansas State's a better team than them.
Yep.
Double lock on the Red Wolves +2.5. Just ride the money line too. Just not even 2. Just don't even need to take it on the money line. Let's go.
What did the Sun Belt do? They sent their preseason favorite on a 4. They're playing 4 straight road games.
Yeah.
In January.
Shit show.
That is, I mean, most conferences skew it towards their favorite, not the other way around.
Yeah, probably just handling football. Oh, we have basketball season coming up here. Let me quickly throw this shit together. Queens is getting 15. I'm seeing 15.5 right now, Mac. I mean,
is this a trap? I mean, Queens is not a good road team. That's the only thing.
But they're also not awful.
I know. They were catching like 15 in fucking Missouri. It's Missouri.
Dude, they lost by 18 at Ole Miss.
That's what I meant. No, Ole Miss, sorry. Maybe we eat shit here, but I mean, you're gonna give me 15. I was
gotta take it, right? We gotta take it.
Yeah, I think Grant Leonard's a good coach. They were dominant at the D2 level, year 3 at the D1. I think they're gonna lose by like 7. I think this is gonna be a game. They're chippy.
How did I even come up? This was a 2-point game last time they played. I don't even understand how they came up with this line.
Do you want to know what KenPom says it? It's like 14 or 15 on KenPom. Let's just fade the analytics here.
Let's go.
A
Royale with cheese. Give me Queens +15.5.
Hey, this is a play, Colby. If you win by 16, I tip my cap. I'll say you guys are fucking good, but Queens ain't bad.
Yeah. ULM is in Hattiesburg taking on Southern Miss. I will take the points. What are you doing here? 8.5 is that line. What are you doing here, Mac?
I have no fucking idea. This game is fucking going to be so entertaining, though. Monroe's a shit show, 0-3. Southern Miss, who knows what the fuck we're going to get here. Southern Miss is 6-1 at home, 0-6 on the road. Give me the points. Had a lot of conviction.
Washington is heading to East Lansing, catching 14.5 points. I just got to lock it. Give me Washington +14.5. I just got it. We have rules in our society, Donnie. All right. Mac, you got to take Washington here, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Sparty's 3-0, ATS 3-0 overall in the Big Ten. I think we get a little bit of a sleepy spot here. I think they win by 10. Let's go. Give me the Huskies. Sprinkle keeps it within the number.
It's just too big, man. It's just too big. You got to take Washington there.
Sparty can't even make jump shots.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, Washington.
Double lock on these Huskies. Next up, VMI catching 19.5. I'm seeing now 19.5 at Samford. Unfortunately, I will lay the 19 because Samford won this by 40 last year. I'm pretty sure they're going to do it again. What are you doing here?
kind of want to bet Sanford because Sanford plays a chaotic, press the fuck out of you, and VMI just doesn't have any dudes. So, like, this is like the worst possible matchup. Yeah, give me Sanford by 30. I'll lock them.
You're kind of selling me, man. You're kind of selling me a little bit. VMI is 1-6 on the road. Sanford's 8-0 at home. All right, fuck it. Let's go.
Starting, they're miserable.
Give me these dogs.
Yeah, to Nathan Sterna's point, that is a coked out bulldog.
It's a great logo. Great logo. A lot of them did it. They're kind of like Georgetown, though. Kind of a rip off Georgetown's, but still I enjoy it. Grand Canyon is in Orem, Utah, taking on UV, Utah Valley. Grand Canyon's laying 4.5. Both these teams, Grand Canyon's won 5 in a row. Valley's won 4 in a row. Valley hasn't lost at home.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Valley in the points. No lock though.
I think I want to bet Grand Canyon. I think Grand Canyon, like McNeese, they had a lot of hype, but I think they found themselves after Christmas break. I think Grand Canyon rolls. I think they're going to roll this league. So I'll lock it.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Lopes of Grand Canyon. Shout out to young native Tino, who says, smoking a fat joint from work. Let's make that money. There we go.
Let's go.
Okay. Got to enjoy life. So some people forget that, man. I was talking earlier to someone. I gotta enjoy fucking life. Figure your way out. Baby. Yeah. Whether it's watching Grand Canyon, Utah Valley, whether it's twisting up, whatever. Gotta enjoy life. Jacksonville State's about to get drilled, aren't they, Mac? Because they're heading to Western Kentucky and the line is only 6.5. And I think we should lay it.
No, this is Ray Harper got fired at Western Kentucky.
That's a good point, but still,
yeah, I like Jack State.
I just feel like Western. That's lit that their fans actually show up.
I know.
No, I'm fade these coaches that got fired.
I'm locking Jack State. This is gonna be a fucking game. Let's go. Let's battle.
We are battling.
Boys ready to go. Battling. Let's go, Cox.
Look, like I said, sometimes.
Line short for reason.
Sometimes, it's the same as the Delaware, North Carolina A&T game. But nice in the real world, nice guys don't always finish first. All right. Whoa. There we go. We got a battle. Dundee on the tops. Mac on the cocks. All right. North Dakota State's laying 7.5 at Oral Roberts. I will lay the 7.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I like North Dakota State. Hey, they've lost back-to-back, and they lost back-to-back at home. Do we like them hitting the road here?
Yeah, I'm actually locking the Bison here. I think this is a stump spot.
I do like it.
Oral Roberts' defense has been really, really bad this season.
It's been bad everywhere.
Yeah. The Bison are pretty good offensively. I think they'll be able to break this thing open like a piñata if they want to.
Remember that time years ago, like 5 years ago, I called Oral Roberts to try to get their coach on the show. They told me they would never be affiliated with gambling. And damn, if I didn't watch their first game of the season and had a goddamn casino as a sponsor, fuck you, Oral Roberts. North Dakota State minus 7.5.
Let's go.
Who the fuck do you think you are with your fucking enrollment of 2,000 people and your fucking biggest sponsor's a goddamn casino? I pay attention. You're going to get drilled. Let's go Bison.
We buy.
Are we nervous at all that this is?
What's that?
Are we nervous at all that this is a conference opener? I didn't really realize that this is Oral Roberts' first home game in the Summit League.
They got no momentum in that program.
I know.
Since I made that phone call, to tell you the truth.
I totally agree with you. And their schedule They've played a pretty good schedule. So the stats that I mentioned, I'd probably throw that out most of the time. But if you guys are in, I'll stay in.
This is Meatloaf play of the day, baby.
Right.
Let's go.
No, this is not. I kind of talked myself out of it, but let's go.
Triple lock on the Bison.
Oh,
They did win the FCS championship. That was like a week ago.
Yeah, and it would be like the home game where they get to celebrate in front of the crowd, right? So they lost that game.
Next up, Old Dominion catching 3.5 at Louisiana at the Cajun Dome. I don't know what's going on with Louisiana, but I still think I got to lay it. I'm going to lay it. What are you doing here, Mac?
Yeah, how have they done since the new coach? Ass. Give me ODU.
Next up, Tennessee State catching points. Catching points at the penitentiary. Lindenwood laying 1.5. The line's telling you everything. I will take Lindenwood. What are you doing here?
They talk you into a bet of Lindenwood.
Well, you're gonna start talking because you really got to sell me on this motherfucker.
So this will be their third home game in league play. They just lost at Edwardsville and at EIU. One was an overtime game. Tennessee State is off of a fucking win against Little Rock at home. They're 0-6 on the road. I like Lindenwood here.
You didn't sell me good enough. I will take Lindenwood, but I will. Money Line Mac is locking up Lindenwood. I mean, Tennessee State is 0-6 on the road. I like that point, but I don't know.
You're off a rare win. You're terrible.
Next up.
Ooh.
Tennessee Tech at EIEIO. They're in Charleston, Illinois, taking on these Panthers of Eastern Illinois at the Highland Arena. Oh wait, no. Highland Arena was Lindenwood. What is the name of this shit? The Lance Arena.
Yes,
EIU is my play. I feel all right about it. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I like EIU actually quite a bit. Off 2 losses, they were right there to win that game of the night. Don't look now. Tennessee Tech's won 3 in a row in the OVC. This is when you want to fade them.
Should we bet this?
Yeah, let's get it some EIEIO going. Let's go.
Eastern Illinois minus 2.5. Let's go. Shout out to Craig Elo. Next up, we jump over to the likes of Southern Indiana, the Screaming Eagles at SEMO. SEMO laying 6.5. Yeah, it's hard to understand this stuff. Give me the points at the Shelby Center. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Check the picks page. I may bet Southern Indiana. I think they're way better than their record. They're chippy.
Yeah. UT Martin, Skyhawks.
I want this pilot. It's a matter of national security.
Heading into Macomb, Illinois, laying 1.5. Oh boy. I'm going to go with the Leathernecks here. I think we should consider betting the Leathernecks.
I kind of like Martin. Western Illinois is off the rivalry win against EIU.
That's a good point. That is a good point, actually. That actually, I will sit back and watch. But give me Western Illinois. I do think they're better than Martin.
Talking about conference scheduling, by the way. How about the OVC? Fuck it. Let's just throw the whole league all at 8:30 tomorrow.
Oh, dude, they do this every year. It's great. And then they tip one at like 8:45. It's like, hey, we're gonna move this one back.
So stupid.
I mean, they pay people a lot of money. Like, I know that it's not the SEC, it's not the Big Ten, but like someone cashes a big paycheck to run that fucking league, and he does that. giving your team zero marketability besides that time slot. It is idiotic. Has he not paid attention to the fucking landscape of the sport? You got Rutgers and UCLA in the same fucking conference, and this is what you're doing. You're stupid. You are stupid. You are the definition of stupid. Yeah.
The fact that they don't play on Friday and Sunday shows how stupid they are.
Yeah. What's crazy is like he probably makes, 6 figures. Guaranteed. He makes 6 figures. How can you be that bad at your job? How can you be that bad at your fucking job? Yeah, I'm on Western. I think you're on Martin, right?
Yeah, fringe lock. The more and more I think about it, I like Martin's team this year. Ooh, Gillespie.
Tarleton State heading to Cedar City. Take on the Thunderbirds of Southern Utah. I'm seeing it 7.5 now, so this line's gone up. Interesting. I would have figured it went the other way. Southern Utah is laying 7.5. What am I missing here, Mac? Why did that go up another point?
I don't know. I think people still think Tarleton sucks, but they're young. They found something. Gillespie's got them playing hard. I like Tarleton again.
Why the fuck would that go up though? But Southern Utah's lost 5 straight.
I know. Usually it's kind of a buy low, but I think this is too much still.
Me too.
Should we bet Gillespie again? We've been riding him as a dog.
Why not? I say sprinkle the money line. They're playing better. Yeah.
The better coach again. Gillespie.
What is this line? Double lock on Tarleton. It's worth just sprinkling a few bucks at the money line. Cal State Fullerton is heading to Davis, California, where UC Davis laid 8.5. I will lay the 8.5. What are you doing here? Fullerton looks like they quit.
You're Big West. Yeah, I like Davis here. Off the road trip, coming back home.
As a Big West specialist, this is fringe lock territory. Check the picks page. If I'm up on the day, this might get bet. Northern Colorado's in Bozeman. This is a great game. It's a stinky game too.
Yeah.
I actually liked Montana State early in the game, early in the season. I thought they looked all right. Remember that performance at Wisconsin?
Yeah.
I thought they looked pretty good. I even thought they looked good at Northwestern. Didn't they take them to overtime, if memory serves me correct? I don't know what the fuck happened. They also, I thought they were like neck and neck with Riverside too, I think.
Look at their schedule. They haven't played a home game since December 7th.
They've lost 5 straight. Northern Colorado's won 4 straight. Let's take Montana State here.
Yeah, I think the line is telling. You got the 5-10 team laying it against 10-5. North Colorado looked a little bit vulnerable the last game, I thought too. They were lucky to win in overtime. Let's go. Montana State gets
double lock on these Bobcats there. Cody Frazier says, does the picks page get updated throughout the day? I think so. Or does he need to call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE? You always need to call 1-800-PICK-DUNDEE.
Picks page gets updated throughout the day, but it only gets updated if somebody changes a pick. So
that's true. That's true. Yeah. So if you get, sometimes I get the worst of a lot of numbers because I don't check it. I'm
looking forward to this.
Plus, that would be kind of disingenuous if you take it at one number. And then
I'm just saying sometimes like you don't even see the line, and then like, yeah, that's fair. And then also
I put them in and I forget about them, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I tweet out the graphic every night at 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Boom, it's in. I'm out.
Yeah, there's plenty of times. I think it was it New Year's or I just forgot? One of those days I definitely forgot. Yeah, Montana State's the play. Next up, North Dakota is at Denver. North Dakota's laying 1.5. Bieniek paging Dr. Bieniek.
Wrong team favored. Denver at home, baby.
Oh boy. Both teams 6-11.
Denver's good at home. I mean, look at their
5-1, and North Dakota's 1-5 on the road.
Yeah, I think we should bet Denver. They
They've
have
lost
not,
5 straight.
only one of them's been at home, and it was the Northern Colorado by 5. It was a good game.
Yeah, they covered.
You're flying solo. I'm out. I'm not
Let's
betting.
go.
This is a double lock.
Yeah, beat it.
All right. Triple lock. You better be right about your Pioneers. I know you're close to the program. They're always checking out their hockey team.
That's fantastic.
Let's go, Pios. Let's roll.
I'm strictly betting this for you, buddy. I'm just going to let you know that.
Thank you, Brandon.
This is a Bieniek special. Triple lock on the Denver Pioneers.
Speaking of that Montana State team, Denver's got an outright win at home against Montana State. What do you know?
That's a good point. Northern Arizona's in Missoula. Montana's laying 7.5. I'm going to lay it. What are you doing here?
I definitely like Montana here. Northern Arizona, I have not been a fan of them. And they're off a Weber win.
The Flamin' Libs are heading to the Bear Claw in Huntsville, Texas, to take on Sam Houston State. The Libs are, I'm seeing 4 right now, so it's come down a 0.5 point.
I love Sam Houston.
I like them in this spot too. They're 4-0 at home, although Liberty is 2-0 on the road. Surprisingly, I'll take Sam
that's
Houston.
a sign, though. They've only played 2 road games this season. This was a team that was the worst on the road in Conference USA last year. 1-7 straight up on the road last year, and Sam Houston with one of the better home environments. So that would be my rebuttal to that. Maybe Liberty hasn't played enough road games yet.
Let's go Sam Houston. I'm betting them.
All right, I'm backing away here. It's possible here.
Defending champs back at home. They started 0-2. Sam Houston's getting up for this one. I think they went outright.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Bearcats at the Bear Claw.
Yeah, Conference USA, another one. You start out your defending champ on a back-to-back road spot. What the fuck?
Bieniek shitting on the committee.
Yeah, all these commissioners. UT Arlington. What is this line, Mac? Is laying 4 in St. George.
Oh God.
Arlington won by 11 the last time they played.
Dixie's had 10 days off. I give me Dixie, no bet. I ain't betting Dixie.
I think we should bet Arlington, but this stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know. I'm off this game. Sit back and watch the stink unravel.
I'll dive in. Give me Arlington minus 4.5. Next up, we go to Pullman, where Pacific is catching a gigantic 17.5 points. Give me the points.
Pacific.
Give me the points. Wazoo wins by 12.
Wazoo does win by 12 because they are off the San Fran game where they get in a dust up every game. Wazoo, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed that. Every game I watch them, they get in a dust up. They got Gonzaga on Saturday.
Ooh,
Okay.
I like it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Pacific. Yeah.
4.
Double lock on his Pacific Tigers.
They're going to be chippy tomorrow night. I kind of think they might be a little bit live here. Wazoo pulls away, wins by like 8 or 9.
I think you're right. Look ahead spot. Next up, Idaho is in that's inaccurate. In Sacramento. I was watching the Stanford game as I made this slide, so my apologies. They're in Sacramento, California, taking on Sac State. Idaho's laying 3. Sure, lay it. What are you doing here, Mac?
Hey, give me Sac State.
At the Nest, Oregon State is in Santa Clara. I'm actually kind of fascinated by this game. Oregon State is catching 5.5. That number that you love, Mac. 5.5.
But man,
Give me the Beavs. Give me the Beavs.
I like Santa Clara in that building, though.
Oh, they're 5-2. They've lost twice. Who got them in that building?
They
lost that crazy game where they collapsed against North Dakota State.
Yeah, they lost an overtime game against North Dakota State. Speaking of an overtime game, quick back-to-back kind of with San Francisco, who they just lost to in an overtime game. They have San Francisco after Oregon State. Not sure if that impacts this one at all.
Give me the Beavs. I feel better now.
Oh yeah, and they just came off that overtime. Yeah, you flipped me. We should bet Oregon State, actually.
I think we should.
Yeah,
I think there's a 6 out there too. There's a 6 out there. Yeah. Oregon State +6. All right.
So real quick, they're playing San Fran twice in the first 10 days.
Stupid.
Dude, what the fuck is that?
That commissioner needs to be fired. Let's fire all the commissioners.
What is that crap? That'd be like playing Gonzaga and St. Mary's. They're not even going to have students on campus for either of the games.
How do you not have that the final week of the season? E-Dub is in Portland, Oregon, taking on Portland State. E-Dub is getting 3.5. I'm seeing right now. Give me Portland State. What are you doing here?
Yeah, E-Dub just had a rare win. Portland State, I kind of think is a fringe lock. I actually think that they're not bad. Check the picks page. It's a late game. We'll probably end up betting it.
I could bet this. I'll say that. I could bet this. UC Irvine is at Northridge. Is this game going to happen?
No.
But if it does, give me Northridge. This game's not going to happen. I would be shocked if this game happened.
If it does, I'll lock up Northridge.
Yeah.
I think I'd be on Northridge too here.
Yeah. That sucks. It's a great game. As a Big West specialist, I hate it when these Fires fuck with my plays. All right.
Hey, I will say though, they're a Thursday, Saturday league. They're probably going to put it on a Monday night. So where there's not a lot of games, they're going to isolate that probably in a late window on a Monday night later in the year.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Silver lining there.
Yeah, I like that. Next up, Bakersfield is in Santa Barbara. Are they going to play this? Who knows? In case folks are wondering why. Well, Santa Barbara's not that far from Malibu. I mean, you got Ventura, and then guess what? After Ventura is Santa Barbara. So it goes Malibu, Ventura, Santa Barbara. Assuming they play, I really like Santa Barbara here, but I don't know that they're going to play. And then I gotta wonder if they do play.
Where's everybody's heads at?
I know, man. Like,
I'm not betting any of these games.
Yeah.
Fires, but I got to pick them. I'll take Santa Barbara, but no Big West bets for me tomorrow night in the state of California.
I waited all week for this goddamn shit. These Fires.
The Fire's got to go away because the Saturday slate in the Big West is fire.
That's what I'm saying. What's going on here? You can't even say that these days, but they're killing me here. Somebody.
Yeah.
Bieniek. Can we send some of that Michigan water to goddamn LA? What's going on here?
I can't hear.
We supply the world's 75% of the world's fresh water. We can help out.
That's true.
Is that what your governor fucking told you?
Yeah, the Venice beach water's got so much pollution, it's probably flammable.
We don't have no salt in our water.
Get out of here.
Cal Poly's at UC San Diego. Is this game? I think this game's going to happen. But if they're driving, they better leave right now.
All right. You're going to call me crazy.
We should lock Cal Poly.
Yeah, they just were up by 50 in a game. They got Irvine on Saturday night in the game of the year.
Are we at all concerned about the travel schedule?
They're gonna have to drive through them fires, but when they get there,
if they're there's only like 4 open roads. Like you're talking, this could be like a 20-hour drive.
Might have to go to Hawaii and detour around.
They really might have to. They really might have to take a fucking boat. Give me the 15.5 though. Let's go.
This
Lock. Next up, Portland's at San Francisco. San Francisco's laying 20.5 points. Stop it. You have Santa Clara on deck. Give me these Pilots plus 20.5.
I want this pilot. It's a matter of national security.
All right, timeout. I got a vent for Portland real quick. Their league schedule to start the fucking league. Wazoo, Oregon State, Gonzaga, St. Mary's, San Fran. Can they play
Just
anybody?
Feed them to the wolves.
Sometimes I think they have like a meeting and they bid on this shit. Like,
this is bullshit.
How do you deal with someone that? How do you say this is a fair schedule when you do that? I'm on Portland. You on Portland?
Yeah, and real quick, San Fran, they're off a loss, but like you said, that Santa Clara game is got a lot of juice. That's for like the 3 or 4 seed. I like Portland. I'm probably gonna bet Portland tomorrow night.
You guys want to know how it's done? Gonzaga. Here's how they open the schedule: Pepperdine, Portland, Loyola Marymount, San Diego.
What a fucking rigged fucking job this league is. It's like that double buy or triple buy, whatever the fuck they give them.
This next game, I'm curious because I love this line coming. As a Big West specialist, my eyes have been lighting up. Just waiting for this one. But I don't think the Fire should play a role, but you never know with air quality and shit. I mean, I think like Pasadena, which is on fire right now, if I had to guess, is like 45-minute drive to Riverside. Now, that's with some traffic, I'm sure. So maybe it's a little closer mileage wise. Any chance this is an issue?
I don't think they're going to play this.
God damn it. I've been waiting for this game. I want to bet Riverside. I'm with you, Push. My eyes light up on this thing.
It's a beautiful spot too, because Hawaii hasn't played on a road in a month.
They're killing me on this stuff. But I've been waiting for this. I'm on Riverside. I will say this: if I had to bet on, but the problem is they're a UC school, so they could all just shut down. You know what I mean?
That very well could happen.
They're like UC's Bakersfield, but Irvine, San Diego. They could all just say, "Hey, none of you motherfuckers are playing." I feel like if I had to bet, San Diego would be the first one that I would say like they're probably out of it. They're probably getting some smoke, some shitty air quality, but Riverside is a little too close. I want to hammer this. I hope they play this game, but if they play it, does it affect the handicap? Where's the mind state?
Yeah.
Riverside's whole roster is probably from LA. So you're fucking, a good chunk of your roster. You're probably wondering about your fucking parents and your cousins and your friends.
To Hasty's point, if you bet it, for those that don't know, if you bet it and the game gets canceled, it'll be a push. But if we bet it and the game gets played and there's shit going on outside, nobody knows where everybody's headspace is at, So that's what makes it tough.
Yeah, you're not.
Do you think UC San Diego is going to get canceled? I don't. I kind of think that one's going to get played.
I would think it would get played, but I also could see the UC thing just being like shut them all down to pay respects to everyone in LA. But I would assume that San Diego would play. But another thing is I don't know that Cal Poly feels like Cal Poly probably buses there normally. San Luis Obispo is not that far away from Santa Barbara. It's like 40 minutes from Santa Barbara, I feel like, right?
Yep.
They might just say don't even risk being out there.
Unless they're already there.
But I mean, it makes these games actually much harder to handicap. I love this spot for Riverside. I was going to load up on Riverside, but I don't know. We'll see. I still like Riverside, even if they have the distractions. I still think Hawaii. And another thing is like, yeah, didn't they shut down the airport today?
In LA?
I thought they did. So is Hawaii already here?
I kind of don't think that one's going to get played.
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, one last thing before we move on to the slide. Shout out Riverside for another plaid logo.
It's true. Sneaky plaid. Yeah, that's how you do it. Hey, Radford, take notes. You disguise it in a badass bear, which has nothing to do with the Highlanders. But which ironically, Riverside is the Highlanders and what? Radford's the Highlanders.
Yes.
Unbelievable. It's a plaid thing. All right, best plays of the night, guys, because I don't know how to close that out better. I want to lock Riverside. Pay attention to the picks page. All those California games are in sketchy territory to me right now. Top play of the night, Bieniek, you there?
Yeah, I think this was pretty easy. This was a on the fly lock that we decided in the show. Eastern Kentucky. That's number one. New arena. So auto lock there. They'll show up and play good in front of what should be a packed house, home conference opener there. And then I like Oregon +3. I think they avenge the athletic department against Ohio State here. The fan base a little distracted, probably traveling out for the football game, and it's an early start. So I just think that affects home fans all the way around. This being at a 6 Eastern start time, really weird for the Big Ten to do that. Not typical. I think it affects Ohio State more than Oregon. And then my third favorite play is going to be Louisiana Tech -8. You get one of the worst teams in Conference USA to come into your home barn to play against after you drop 2 games in a row on the road. I think this is a perfect bounce back. I know there's a little bit of a look ahead with Liberty next, but I just think this is perfectly set up for a smash spot for the Bulldogs here.
I got mine ready to go. Firing on. I'm going to give you 4. We are firing away on Florida Gulf Coast. No particular order. We're firing away on Marshall because I never lose when they're at home. We are firing away on the likes of Delaware. I'm just not going to get on board with this A&T shit. And at number 4, do I go with that or do I go? Let's go.
Colby's going to give out 5.
No, let's go with Towson as number 4. I had a different one, but the California shit's got me. Give me Towson as a 4th. Mac fire.
So I'll go road team here. Road dog, short one here. I love Arkansas State to bounce back here.
I do like that one.
I love Towson. I love Marshall. And I love Rutgers at the rack, bounce back. And by the way, Marshall, we didn't talk about it. Marshall lost a absolute heartbreaker to Troy where they led the entire game. They're not losing back-to-back home games.
Yeah. That's why I had mine in there. Yep. All right, folks, that's our show. Make sure you give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at the Colby D. The college basketball experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Sorry I didn't talk about Die Hard 3. That will have to be a future episode. But we plan to get to all of that stuff. Appreciate everyone in the chat. Frank in there donating. Everyone else just kicking ass. helping us out. And once again, want to wish our best to everyone in Southern California. With all that shit going on, it's got to be a terrible feeling. If you know, even if it's if it's not even you directly, if it's a friend of yours that just lost their fucking house, hopefully we can put something together to help them out because they are our people. Anyway, also check out the college football experience. We got the playoffs tomorrow. Go listen to the college football experience episode at 11 a.m. We got a DFS episode and a props episode. So we're going to talk about that. 11 a.m. Eastern, myself, NC Nick, check out that episode and also check out the college baseball experience. They're heartbreakers over there. Season goes into full swing on Valentine's Day. We got previews coming all next week and so on and so on and so on. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast as well. And once again, hope everyone's safe out there, including my own buddies with SGP. Till next time, folks, this is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are out of here. Where's my song?
Play my music.
If you see him on the street, then tip your hat his way. You'll know just where he's headed and which. He's a sharpshooting gunman and always aiming high. You win any gunfight, his limit is the sky. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. We're the gunslingers on the road or at home. Remember the Alamo, for such as we are known. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. And when we're away, we do in our job. We're keeping law and order at home and abroad. Gamblers and outlaws, you better step aside. Our motto is to shoot 'em up and bring 'em back alive. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. We're the gunslingers on the road or at home. Remember the Alamo, for such as we are known. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio. So if you love Texas and the USA, and if you love football, you'll love to see us play. We'll be shooting up the score and always aiming high. We'll be slinging guns and having fun until the day we die. We're the gunslingers from San Antonio, the gunslingers on the road or at home.